Hey guys, Rafferty Pendery here. In this video, I'm going to give you a sales secret. How do you actually get a product off the ground? How do you start generating sales? When I've been out and people have talked to me, one of the questions that I get asked, which is a really good question, is, hey, I'm trying to get my sales going. I'm trying to generate some sales. How do I do that? And I think it's an awesome question. It's a great question. But see, it causes me to start asking some more questions because there can be several reasons why they're asking that question. One of the things I'm going to cover today is how do you generate sales without costing you anything? So first off, when you're selling, you're literally talking about exchanging goods or services for money. What you're talking about doing is actually taking money for doing some action. That's it. That's the simplicity of it. And selling is actually all about getting agreement. Many times we can think of that used car salesman where the guy is creepy and weird looking and, he's trying to get you to buy something you don't actually need and is giving you a bad product. That's actually just a stigma. That's a viewpoint that came in from people doing that. It also came in because it was pushed in movies and all kinds of other things. Selling is about getting agreement. When you understand somebody's problem, you understand the challenge they're faced with, and then you offer a solution to that problem, there's nothing wrong with that. What ends up happening is you start thinking about the fastest path to generating sales. That's what I look at. What do I actually need to do to generate a sale? Because you can think, well, I need to develop the prototype and I need to create a prototype. And then based on the prototype, I need to then do this. And then based on that, I need to create manufacturing. And you're trying to create a whole bunch of things for problems you don't have yet. So let's solve the problem you do have. You need to generate a sale of some sort. And so somebody had asked me, yeah, but how do you do that when you need a product? Or in a service-based company, you're not actively delivering the service yet. If you have an idea and you want to find out if it's worth something, don't spend months and years and all this stuff doing theoretical research based on analysis. It's one of the things that I have a hard time with when somebody who spent a lot of time studying in school about theoretical business stuff, and then they go and do these theoretical plans about what something could or could not be in a theoretical universe. And see, I grew my company based in a real universe called I need to sell something to somebody and deliver a service. I need to do good work for somebody, and in exchange, they're going to give me money. And you know what? I have bills to pay. I have a mortgage to pay. I have a car payment to pay. I had an apartment I was renting at the beginning. Like, I had all that stuff. So it's not about some theoretical business proposal that if all these 8 billion factors happen, then it lines up into this perfect unicorn. That's not real life. So you can get into a situation where you have paralysis by analysis. You're looking at all this theoretical stuff and you're thinking about all the what ifs and never get down to the point. Can I sell something? And I just want to share a real fast story with you. We were doing a bunch of work in the furniture industry. We drove 5 hours to this meeting, and it was a meeting that a partner of mine set up with an investment banker. My partner who set it up is much more experienced in business than me. And he's been doing it a lot longer. And so he sets up this meeting. We go down there and I'm talking to this investment banker and I'm telling him all this exciting stuff, our software, and it does this feature and that feature and this feature and that feature. And the guy says to me, hold on, let me just stop you right there. Anyone can make it go blinky blinky. What you need to talk about is sales. And it freaking killed me. I had so fallen in love with our product and so fallen in love with all the things we could do and how cool it was, and it can do this and it can do that and all these things. And this guy had a point. But I was so mad. I was so frustrated. That's like literally, that's so horrible. It's like getting this brand new car and somebody walking up to you and telling you it's ugly. Like, that's literally what happened. I get through the rest of the meeting. I was very quiet the rest of the meeting. I walk out the doors. The doors open to this restaurant, right? They kind of had one of these sliding doors. I remember it vividly. I walk out the door, and the two guys I was with, one was a partner and one was one of our kind of key staff, literally both in unison say, blinky, blinky. And I was like, you guys. And for 5 hours afterwards, 5 hours, all I heard in the car was, blinky, blinky, whoa. They were laughing so hard because they saw how mad it made me. But it was actually a really good lesson. And we've actually had jokes about it ever since. But it's true. The reality is we can fall in love with our product and service so much and omit the sales part. And so what I would encourage you to do is get in there and actually start talking to somebody who's a potential prospect about the product or service that you have or that you are creating. And here's the trick. You can pre-sell it. You want to really find out if somebody likes your product or service? Tell them all about it, because one of the things that happen, this is a challenge for a lot of businesses when you're getting going. You tell somebody, here's what we're doing, and here's what we're going to do, and here's what we're going to do. And your family and friends say, oh, wow, that's so cool. That's awesome. Oh yeah, I would totally buy that. Then you spend all this time and all this money and you can't sell, and you wonder why. You don't make any sales. When you start talking to those friends and family and you tell them, and they go, oh yeah, I would buy that. Like, talk to people who are actual potential prospects for you, right? People who would be likely buyers. And if they say, oh yeah, I would buy that, then literally have an order form. Here's a pre-sale order form. I'm going to give you better pricing on this than I'm going to give it when I launch. And so if you actually pre-order, go ahead and just give me your card now. I'm just getting the pre-orders together so that I can get this thing ordered. Then you're going to find out if it really is a good idea. I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars, more than one time, by the way, building out whole tools, softwares, investments in things that people told me were a good idea. They said, oh yeah, I love that. And then they wouldn't buy it. And they were trying to be supportive. The reality is that's not actually nice to do that. They're trying to be nice. It's not actually nice. But it's on us as an entrepreneur. It's on us. They're trying not to hurt your feelings. It's on us if you're trying to be a business owner. So get an order form out. Be bold. Say to them, great, here you go. Sign up. You will find if it's really a good idea, because it doesn't matter about the blinky. What matters is, can you sell it? Can you do a good job delivering it? And then repeat. This pre-sale thing actually works. I've had some people say, yeah, okay, cool idea. And they don't do it because they're afraid of hearing no. Well, you know what? How about the opposite? Go and pitch it. And if somebody doesn't want to give you a pre-order, then figure out what you need to change about your pitch or your product or your service, what you need to change about it, your price, in order to make them buy. But then you're not spending lots and lots of money getting investors and all these things to have this challenge, to find out at the end, well, that didn't work. Go ahead and give this video a like and subscribe. Comment and let me know how this works out for you. I really am curious to see. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out. I'm here to answer them. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one.